name is Flavio Silva, and I'm a Brazilian guitar player based in New York City. I'm here as an invitation from Lessonface to make an instructional for you about funk guitar. Before we start, I have to tell you a little bit about a couple of devices we're going to be using here. The first one to keep in mind is that our main subdivision here is going to be the 16 notes. So 4 notes per beat. Da 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 da. Okay, with accents. The second thing is to make things sound nicer. At times we're gonna make use of palm muting. So okay, or you can mute sometimes just by releasing your finger a little bit from the string. Just watch out, because sometimes you might have a note, in this case let's say A on the 7th fret of the 4th string, where actually can have a harmonic when you release your finger. So then you won't really have the sound you want. In that case, it would be better if you mute with your palm. Okay, I prepare here a very simple progression that is present in lots of different genres, and the chords here that we're gonna be using are B flat minor, B flat minor with A flat on the bass, G flat major 7. Okay, I just prepared a quick loop on that. The other two things we're going to be using here are my D flat major scale, and also I'm going to make a lot of use of the B flat minor pentatonic. So basically, all the notes and all the parts you're gonna be playing and applying on this lesson come out of those two scales. So it's actually fairly simple. The most important thing here is definitely going to be the rhythm. Another thing that's very important to consider when you're playing this type of music, like funk music and groove related music, not only funk music. You could definitely apply this to Afrobeat as well. It's important to find, let's say, a groove, a line, a motive, and try to stick to it as much as you can. If you hear some of for instance James Brown recordings, you're gonna notice that the guitar, especially the guitar parts, are the same basically throughout the whole song. So the guitar players would really commit to it, and especially nowadays it might be a hard thing to just keep to just stick to an idea and go with it, especially because of the amount of information we have, all the possibilities we have, that makes the whole song sound way better. So this is a very important thing actually to keep in mind for any groove related music. And what I mean by groove related music is that any kind of genre that has a very strong groove as its foundation. I'm just gonna play something right now, and we go from there. Okay, something very simple over this this progression, which actually I'm just gonna come up with right now, and I'm gonna try to stick to it as much as I can. All right. Right now, what did I do? I just picked like four notes out of the pentatonic scale, of the B flat minor pentatonic scale, which were F, E flat, D flat, and B flat. But then I found like a line that actually added to my progression. What I normally tell my students is it's very important to think like a drummer. You're thinking rhythm. You're thinking rhythm all the time. So whenever I come up with such a line, which is simple, da 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 this could be like one part of this line, you know. I'm gonna try to build like some ideas here and actually, you know, make like a whole thing with this loop. Okay, so then you can see how we can make use of this. So that was a first. Okay, so I'm gonna play this again. I'm gonna add that line. Here we go. Right? So now like that's already added to my loop. Whenever I think about these, I'm really trying to think like of like almost like if I'm kind of like orchestrating something. Okay? So right now like I have like my my harmony going. Now I have like a line. What else can I add to it? Right now I'm just gonna play something. I'm just gonna try to come up with something here, so then that might be like another part. Okay, so let's see. That could be a thing, right? I just played actually, some people might call these like a D flat major 7. Or I sometimes like call it like as a minor 7 with a 9. With a 9. So what did I do? I just found one thing here that can become also like another part. 3, 4. Going back to what I said in the beginning of this video, is that it's more about the commitment. Imagine like you playing like maybe such thing for 5 minutes, which is not even that much, and then this is the only thing you're playing. It's hard, but that type of commitment really adds to the music. Okay, so I'm gonna add this one part right now, this one chord to our loop, and see what else we can come up with. Right? So right now we have like 3 parts to it. And we can keep like adding more stuff, you know. Let's see what else I can come up with right now. Okay, I'm gonna use like some of the minor pentatonic thing here as well. Basically trying to play like fourths here on this pentatonic. This is like a fourth and a third, back to fourths. What I'm really like trying to show you here is that we can make like some really cool stuff out of like very small material, and we can add up like a lot to it, you know. Of course, if you're only one person, you know, and you're playing in a group, you probably need to choose which one of these parts you would play. You can definitely use like one of these parts for one section, another part for another section, and then you add up to all that, you know. I do hope you liked this this lesson. It's a very simple thing, but like as I mentioned in the beginning, this is all about commitment, finding some of these ideas that make sense and that really speak to you, and really go for it. Make sure you're really trying to stick with it, you know, like I mean, with good timing and a good feel, and that will really make like the whole music come like alive in a much better way. I see you soon.